The New England Patriots get reassurance after smart move. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. This is Sports Talk Patriots, always on the daily, putting out that content for people just like you who love Patriots football. So do me a favor, before we get started, as always, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment below. Before we get started, what we will be talking about today is a big-time extension for the Patriots and some reassurance that it was a smart move by the Patriots as well. What we're going to be talking about is the Jacksonville Jaguar game, some keys to the game as well. We always talk Vegas odds at the end, so we're going to be jumping into that as well. And of course, people always want to talk trades. November 5th is the trade deadline, and the New England Patriots being at the bottom of the barrel at the moment, everyone wants to bring them in. Every single one. So we're going to jump into it first. Brendan Schooler, we know he just signed an extension. A awesome special teamer. Probably one of the best special teamers in the NFL. After he was signed, more than 30 coaches texted the New England Patriots basically saying this was an incredibly smart move. Again, if he would have became a free agent, if he would have been extended, he would have been paid just as much as he got paid from the New England Patriots. We know that deal's 3 years, $9 million, worth up to $10.5 million. For a special teamer, that is very, very impressive. We know Schooler is great on special teams. Again, I always preach that you look at great teams in history. Good offense, good defense, but as well, a lot of people forget special teams. Special teams is key. Controlling that part of the game is huge. So Brendan Schooler really helps in that area. And it also shows it was a smart move by the New England Patriots to lock him up as a Patriot for 3 more years. Again, other teams were probably willing to go out there, especially if he stepped into free agency. And let's be honest, probably would have paid him more than that. So again, smart move by the Patriots. Awesome. Also, the awesome reassurance that, hey, coaches are getting a hold of us, letting us know, hey, smart you locked him down, because if you didn't, we would have. So good on the Patriots. Next, we're going to jump into the big game tomorrow morning in London, across the pond against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, what's wild is the New England Patriots coming into London. Maybe a slap in the face for the British Parliament that the Patriots are coming to town. It was always the Redcoats coming over and trying to attack America during the Revolutionary War. But you know what? The Patriots, we've made peace. It's been hundreds of years. We've been fine. So Patriots coming into London playing the Jaguars. Spread, Jaguars giving 6 to the New England Patriots. I honestly, in this game, and I know a lot of you are going to laugh at me when I say this, because in weeks past, it's been as high as like 10.5. Texans, they covered it easily covered it. Now, granted, I think a lot of turnovers were the case for that. Again, that game could have been a lot closer than it was. And honestly, there could have been times where you're like, hey, the Patriots might be able to come back. But then again, they continued to load that gun and shoot themselves right directly square in the foot. So the spread, -6. Going towards the Jaguars, meaning giving 6 to the Patriots. Again, I do think that's a little high for a team that's 1-5 that has a lot of issues as well. Again, this team, a lot of people believed was going to be a playoff team. So it, again, I think a little high. Again, it's not technically a home game for the Jaguars. So, believe it or not, you're going to laugh at me when I say this, but when I was in college, I had friends who were from England who played on the soccer team at the college I went to, and a lot of them were actually Patriots fans. And so, again, I expect to see more Patriots fans than Jaguars fans. Listen, there's probably more Patriots fans in Jacksonville than there is Jaguar fans. The Jaguars are an interesting franchise. They got to get a pool in their stadium to get people to go to the game. So, again, interesting spread, but again, Vegas, a lot of times there's a reason they make money. The money line, you got Jaguars -250, Patriots +210. Again, meaning you bet $100 on the Patriots, you win $210. You got to bet $250 on the Jaguars to win $100. Again, I would have figured it would be closer more towards even, but again, kind of a surprise, but you never know. Over under 41.5. Now, based on how the Patriots were moving the ball last week, I think this is actually low. Again, The Jaguars haven't been juggernauts on offense either. But again, I could see this being a little higher scoring. I could see the over being hit on this as well. So interesting. What do you guys think about these spreads as well? What do you think about Brendan Schooler? I haven't asked you about that. Comment below. Give me your input. Now, again, keys to the game. What I really think are going to be the biggest keys to the game. Ramondre Stevenson being back, really cementing down and running the ball soundly behind this offensive line that has struggled at times. That's going to be key. And as always, opening up that passing game. But as well, the biggest thing for the New England Patriots to win this game is winning the turnover battle. They have to win the turnover battle. They can beat this Jacksonville team, and I think if they beat this Jacksonville team, they have some games coming up that I'm not going to say they're going to be favored in those games, but they could be winnable games for them. Again, this could be a turning point in the season for the New England Patriots. What do you guys think? Comment below. Do you think that it's a possibility? A lot of you I've seen have some optimism in this younger group, especially after that game against the Houston Texans, even though they lost, seeing some bright spots. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of people be negative. So just comment below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. So first, winning the turnover battle is going to be massive for the Patriots. Second, really sticking strong to that run game and being able to set themselves up for a solid second and third down. Again, we looked at the game against the Houston Texans. Antonio Gibson was absolutely abused back there. And a lot of times you have second and long, third and long, and it's harder to convert those, obviously, in the NFL. So what do you guys think about that? As well, I think receivers-wise, we need these young receivers continuing to get it into players' hands like Pop. That's one. Butte, I would love to see more of him. And as well, Jalen Polk, hopefully he can get out of this funk. That's huge. Next, back to the running game as well. Ramondre Stevenson has to protect the ball. Again, we go to the top. One of the biggest things in this game is going to be the turnover battle. He needs to control the fumbles. He's fumbled 4 times already this year. Way too many. Protect the rock, Ramondre. It's as simple as that. Defensively, they're going to need to be able to hold this offense. They do have some weapons. Again, they've been stagnant at times this year. They've underperformed this year quite a bit. So again, if the Patriots going up against a great offense last week in C.J. Stroud, Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, this great offense now going to someone you would easily could say is not as good as them, should help this defense out a lot. And look for this secondary to really lock down some of these receivers. I really hope that we can get Christian Gonzalez out there, get him an interception as well, win the sack battle, get that line up front, penetrating and able to break the pocket and really put Trevor Lawrence under pressure. Now, what other keys to the games you guys have? I want you to comment below and tell me. And as well, just a little cherry on top. We talked about this yesterday, but again, Kendrick Bourne apparently again being rumored to 2 title contenders. We talked about yesterday, it was the Chiefs. Today, it is the Ravens and the Lions. I'm going to be honest with you. The Lions don't need another wide receiver, and I honestly don't think the Baltimore Ravens need another wide receiver. Again, I would not be surprised if the New England Patriots tried to make some sort of trade before the trade deadline, again, trying to gain some draft capital going into the offseason. But again, if it's not worth your time, there's no need to look into it. Again, I don't think the Lions need it. I think the Ravens are going to start to settle in. They're still one of my teams that I believe, even though I did say the Texans, this point right now in the season, I see them winning the AFC. But the Ravens, again, there's still a long season left. They have a solid team. I think they could prove a lot of people wrong. Tomorrow game, expect a video not soon after, breakdown, analysis, all that fun stuff. Again, comment below on anything we talked about today. Go Pats tomorrow in London, and we'll see you then. Before you peace out, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll talk later. Peace.